welcome back once again to Camping Buddies, episode 26. It's been a hot fucking minute. I swear to God, I said that in the last episode too, which is really fucking sad. We took a really long hiatus. A lot of things happened. And my internet was ass, so you can blame that for no podcasts, honestly. Like mostly. But yeah,
Just the internet.
it was a lot of things, but internet was a
Guys, it was
huge
the
thing.
internet, I swear.
Yeah. But anyway, um I guess we'll just like kind of go around in a circle, update everybody on like things that have changed in the amount of time that we've been gone. I'm still depressed. Hector.
Uh, kind of the opposite of that. I'm engaged.
Lucky you. Okay. Moving on. I'm just kidding. Do you want to talk about it at all? Like, do you want to talk about how you did it?
Mm, no, like just basic proposal. Did it at a river. At golden hour. The
And she
sun was
said no.
shining.
She's like, no, this river's ass. No.
This river is ass.
Kelly, you loved that river.
I agree. I love that river.
He does love that river.
Yeah, it was a nice spot.
Melissa?
I went to Disney World for like a week and a half. That was pretty cool. Spending that much time with only your family kind of sucks, but like the parks were dope.
Yeah, I'm not a family. That sounds like hell. I can't imagine doing that shit. Kelly.
I don't really want to bring it up because I feel like it's gonna get me like the attention that I sort of want, but it's just gonna like give me good like feedback for not doing it. But I want to work out a little bit more. I want to go fucking ham when I move, but yeah, right now I'm just like in this little spurt phase of like being a fucking jock. But nothing has happened yet, obviously. So
it's kind of funny because at the moment you kind of look like a bro dude Chad.
You kind of do look like a bird dude,
backwards
Chad.
hat.
Oh.
Tank.
Backwards hat.
And the
tank.
White Claw and the
Okay.
Literally perfect.
White Claw.
Good God,
The
I'm
only thing
a stereotype now.
Yeah, the only thing that would have made it better was like either like an IPA or like a fucking twisted tea. That would have been total
fuck.
Chad shit.
But I kind of don't want like all of it to surface. I just kind of want it to like fester in myself until I'm like, this is gonna suck. You're gonna do it, and it's like once I get all it done, I'm like, oh, let it all out.
Yeah. Hulk out.
Wow, Hulk out.
Yeah, I would love to segue into it after saying that. But I think the more pressing news is the fact that the Queen's fucking dead. How are we feeling about that?
About damn time.
Did you hate the Queen?
Yeah.
Peace out, bitch.
She wasn't great, I mean, anything about the UK is awful for one, but like the Queen dying, she's very racist,
She lived through a lot of shit.
She did. Doesn't make her a great person.
Right. I didn't know like there was so much fucked up shit about the Queen. I always thought the Queen was just like this like senile old lady that either didn't know better or like just like couldn't get with the times at this point. And so like it was kind of like how Betty White is. Like I never imagined like, well no, I always like imagined like she was gonna die fucking soon. Like she has to. Like if she doesn't, like she's like actually performing some satanic shit. Like there's no fucking way. Like, and it's like you're wishing death upon the person. It's just like it's hopefully sooner than later. Like I don't like what's happening here.
Oh my gosh. I thought, to be honest, I always thought she was like a glorified mascot for the royal stuff.
That too.
I'm nothing against her, but I have nothing for her. Like, I'm not really into UK politics, so why would I care if she died or not?
Right.
But her son is like one step into the fucking grave. His hands are puffy as shit, and he's old.
Mhm.
Why the
There's the
fuck is
other
he next
son.
in line?
I
Another son?
hmm.
Is there
Yeah.
another son? I thought there was just the one. And he was the one that fucking wasn't he the?
Grandson?
Didn't he marry Princess Diana? That's Prince Charles,
Not
right?
sure.
If that's the guy I'm talking about, that guy's a bastard. After Diana
Recently,
died, after Diana died, he went straight to his fucking mistress, the one that he was cheating on Diana with.
Yeah.
Married her. So she would
Jesus.
be queen, right?
Yeah.
I saw a family tree recently of the royal family, and it's like
A straight line.
they're third cousins and they're like second cousins, and then like two of them married each other and then had
Well,
children, type
the
thing.
Targaryens
Like
up
it's
there.
it's pretty incestuous.
I mean,
I mean,
they do say mutts live longer. I don't
Oh
know.
my goodness.
from what I've heard, if it's like that far out the family tree, which is still in the family and it's weird, but if it's that far
Mhm.
out, there's a lot lower chance of incest babies.
Right. It's just morally fucked up still.
Yeah, I mean that's ye old Britain for you. I don't fucking know England. I don't
Mhm.
fucking like so I was thinking about this when she died and like how everyone gives a shit about it. I thought I was under the impression that everyone gives a shit about it because the memes were like, when is she gonna die? Like at this point she's immortal or something like that. But now that everyone like cares about it for more than that and I see that, it's like kind of crazy because this is like this is absolutely the same exact thing as whenever we in the US have our elections and everyone else cares about it. Like it has
Yeah.
nothing to do with them, but they're like, "Oh, fuck Trump, fuck Biden," which I'm not going to talk about politics right now, but like
I mean,
I
to
just
be
think it's like
fair,
really fucking funny.
the US politics does have a lot to do with like countries' politics because like
The
our
biggest.
our country is allies with so many, and
Right. Like a
it's a
US is
big
like a
problem if they don't get
cesspool
along.
of the US is like a cesspool of different cultures and a lot of
Hmm.
things like coming together. Like it makes sense like that we would be important-ish, but like at the same time, like we're not that important, I don't think. Like
Mm.
for everyone to just be sitting like this close to their fucking monitors, like holy shit, he's pulling ahead. I live in fucking Ireland, but he's pulling ahead. Like I don't know. It just never made
Instead of
sense to me.
melting pot, you use like cesspool. I was like, what the fuck?
Yes, that's what. Well, I don't fucking.
This giant fucking sewage pit of people.
Is this true?
Yeah.
True.
It all happens at New York, baby. Yeah.
So, 1, don't care. 3, don't care. And 4, don't care about the queen dying.
Yeah.
That's it.
The second the news broke, I knew goddamn well those Megamind memes were gonna come flying in. And the second I opened Instagram, that was the first thing on my feed. I fucking knew it. I was laughing so fucking hard. Like, and like Jesse's like looking at his phone, he's like, damn, bro, it hasn't even been a day yet. Like, what the fuck?
Or like her soul transfer to like Trisha Paytas' kid who was born like 3 minutes after
Oh
her
my
death.
Yeah.
god. Yeah, you guys can talk about that. I don't know this
Um,
creator, but it sounds really stupid.
It's actually like not entirely true. She did like kind of go into labor, or she went to the hospital at least, and was like 1 centimeter dilated. But then like the day after the queen died, she had to go on TikTok and be like, guys, I'm still pregnant. Like the queen was not reincarnated into my baby.
How do you even know she was pregnant?
Yeah.
Why is she even addressing it? It's just a fucking joke.
Well, it was actually
Guys,
like the
he's
most
not reincarnated, okay?
it was actually like the most like civil that she had been in any TikTok that she has posted. Like she's all like, I actually feel really horrible that my name was even trending underneath the queens, and like she was actually like it was the most okay that she'd been.
Yeah,
That
I
girl is
guess.
so like fucked.
I
100
guess.
layers of cum challenge, girl. That's on there forever.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
we're
has
gonna
an
address that in a
OnlyFans. She has
second.
her asshole's dilated a fucking inch. Like, let's not
We're
bring
gonna
a child
address
that knows
that in a fucking
Bro.
second. I'm gonna need to know what's going on there, but for fucking
You really
okay,
don't.
imagine going on literally any social media site and apologizing because your baby is not the reincarnation of the late Queen of England. It's pretty fucking wild.
She's a wild
Sorry,
person.
guys, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's not the queen. I clickbaited you, but I'll see you in the next one. Like, what the fuck? It's like an Ali video, like with the fucking Fortnite shit. Like, oh my god, there's dinosaurs in Fortnite. Jesus Christ. Oh, now
Speaking
about
of-
that 100 layers of cum. What in the
Oh.
fuck are you on about?
So she bought like a big old tub of synthetic cum, and then like the 100 layers viral thing was happening. So she was just like, 1, 2, just dipped her hands and over her face.
That sounds fucking
Synthetic cum?
disgusting.
Sounds stable, and it sounds like a reasonable parent, right?
Yeah, who knocked her up?
She got married.
You know who H3
Uh,
H3 is?
Yeah.
Hee hee.
That's the guy she does the podcast
Hila's
with, right?
brother is
Mhm.
her baby daddy and husband.
Mhm.
Who?
Oh. So the guy
Ethan
she does.
Klein.
Ethan Klein.
hmm
I don't know any of these names. This chick just sounds crazy,
Must be a
honestly.
loser.
I'm a loser
her a
because I didn't
Google.
watch the 100-layer
No,
cum challenge.
we don't know the guy's name, so he must be a loser.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say like he's the loser. I'd say he's keeping it real. he didn't want to take it. He didn't want to fucking go down in history for that. I mean, I don't know.
How
That's
can you
kind of
marry
weird.
the girl that doesn't believe in gravity?
Oh my!
Or she
fucking...
didn't know about gravity. She wasn't educated about it.
What does that even
She's
mean?
like, she said we don't need gravity.
She definitely changes her religion every like 2 months, you know. And
Alright guys, this month I'm gonna be Mormon.
yeah.
And then like give her all the praise for doing it. Like, us Mormons have been through a lot.
Us
Am I-
Mormons.
Girl. I think she's Jewish now just because of her husband.
I think yeah, she did like some classes just so that she could get married to her husband the way that he would traditionally, but then even then I don't think their wedding was traditional.
This is fucking bonkers to me. This is like
That
a
woman
lot.
is the opposite of traditional.
Yeah.
And she like went on a little spurt that she was like transgender or something.
Oh
What the
God,
fuck was that
yes.
about?
She would refer to herself as like her and she, and then she'd be like, "Oh, actually, I'm male. I am now a man. My pronouns are he, they." And then after that, she said, "I've actually got DID, dissociative identity disorder." And she's like, "So that's why I've got he days and she days." And she hears one bit of information and she just runs with it, you know? She's like, "Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna collect all this, and these are now all my
Oh,
new
fuck.
personalities."
The Infinity Stones of stupidity.
Literally.
Honestly.
Literally.
Jesus, that's oh my fucking god! Like
I miss the days when she would just post videos of her crying on her kitchen floor. Like it was
I
simple.
know. That was the most stable I think she'd been.
She was like saying like, "Oh, vampires are stealing my tampons and sucking the blood out of them." She do stupid, crazy
Fuck.
shit like that when she's eating chicken nuggets.
She sounds like if Nick Avocado like was worse. I don't know,
To a
like
degree.
I mean, I don't know. Nick Avocado might actually be worse than that.
Yeah. I'm just hoping for the day he's like, JK, he's like out for like a year on out of YouTube, and you see like next he's like super skinny. He's like, I was fucking trolling all of you guys. I'm actually like
Took off a
doing a
fat
social
suit.
experiment.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh
Well-
my god, like that is such a down. That's such a fucking steep fucking hill. You're just sliding down, just slowly adapting fucking weight and not doing anything about it is just so destructive and just so
He's-
sad. So sad to
He's
see
happy
that guy.
though, right?
No, he's not.
No.
He's like said in like
No.
several videos that it's like his viewers' fault as to why he's like the way he is. Because if you were to do like healthy shit, because like before he did the mukbangs and stuff, he would do like healthy food videos. Like he was actually, I think he was a vegan. Like he was like
Oh,
super
yeah.
super fucking skinny, and like he actually like is mad that like mukbangs get views and get him paid because he wouldn't be the way he is if that were the case. But I mean, it's his own damn fault that he's fucking insane.
Right.
But
At the end of the
like,
day, you're the one doing it to yourself.
right? Like no one's telling you to do it. It's just like no one's even of course no one's fucking watching it for the food at this point. Like anything he like puts in front of him is fucking disgusting. But like it's
Or he
it-
smears all over himself.
yeah. It is like that hairball shit. Like, oh my god, it's just disgusting. I just like how as a human being do you just get like that? Like we're all like I would say we're all of reasonable sanity. Like I don't like I cannot see Hector ever just like doing some like twitchy shit like just like coughing up a hairball, being a whole man. Like oh my god.
It's like his unchecked sanity, like all of his mental illness is like going unchecked, and it's getting fed through a fucking platform that's just encouraging it.
Yeah.
So he needs to fucking stop. He needs to get on a fucking treadmill, and he stops, like, because his husband's like cheating on him. And he admits that he's like, I hate you. Like, I don't like being with you. It's like
Yeah.
that's so like toxic. Like, why would you want to stay in something like that?
Also, I think I think he has an OnlyFans.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Next topic, please.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it any more than you do, but it exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez
Let's
Louise.
continue this role of hating people. Andrew Tate next.
Yeah, you know, that's not a bad idea, and I have the perfect one
Alright.
after that. But fuck this fucking guy. He is the shit that comes out of his mouth. Again, like this is exactly what I just said about Nick Avocado. It is goddamn insane that someone like this exists. How can you actually in your fucking head believe this shit? You know what I mean? Like how can okay, you're in love. You're in love. How can you look at your significant other, like Hector, for example, like your fiance? How could you ever look at Sam and just think of belittling the fuck out of her, like in every aspect that you possibly can, and being okay with that, like,
And then hitting her.
and then like being pissed that rape isn't legal? Like, what is this guy fucking
Oh,
on? Like,
God.
holy
What?
shit! Yeah,
What am
no,
I missing out?
dude. Okay,
Yeah,
so
he was born in the UK, or was he born here and moved to the UK?
he was born here, went to the UK, got banned from the UK, fled to Romania, and that was all because he was being like investigated for like
For rape?
for rape and human trafficking. Like he
Yeah.
was like he went to Romania because, and I know this for a fact because I actually have an old Romanian coworker. Women in Romania are like constantly kidnapped, and like for that purpose, he went there because it's damn near legal to rape. Like he
Yeah.
can just have a chick whenever he wants. That's it literally makes me sick to my fucking stomach.
I think
Good
he only legally said that he wouldn't rape just because all the charges against him, but he said he likes the idea of being able to do whatever he wants to a woman.
That's just
That's why he lives in Romania.
That's fucking well, he lived in Romania. I think they actually chased him out of there too, as far as the last thing I heard. He also had
Mhm.
this thing called Hustler where you pay him $50 a month to make you rich.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
That's like a
It
Better Call
is,
Saul like scheme or something.
yeah,
Seriously.
literally just a pyramid scheme. You get like 10% back when you refer people to the company, but you're still paying
It's pyramid, yeah.
$50 a month and you're not making all that much. And that's why he grew so big, because all these TikTok accounts to promote Andrew Tate so that they could make a quick buck.
But he was
He
rich as fuck way before he blew up recently.
uh,
Mhm.
I think the craziest thing too, I think I saw like a TikTok like before like all this happened. I think I've seen a TikTok of him and like I didn't know it was Andrew Tate at the time. Like I just saw like this bald fucking guy who clearly doesn't value women. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Mhm.
know. There is also like I think the scariest part of Andrew Tate is the people who like actually believe him. Like it's fucking insane. Like I don't know if like it's like an actual thing where guys are just like just doing it for like clout, like doing it for like attention, like, oh, I believe Andrew Tate, come at me. Haha, that there's all my followers. Here we go.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Or if they actually fucking believe it. Like if there's dude, if it just hurts knowing like people are out there that actually like feed into this. Like it's ridiculous. Like he's blatantly telling you that women are basically property and to pay him so that you can be poor and he can continue being rich. Like he
Yeah.
just straight up saying that like there's no like sugarcoating it. He's just a piece of shit. Like I don't
It's kind of like he's like a boomer in a younger man's body,
Right.
kind of.
kind yeah, it's like so it's not even like nuclear family shit. It's like he's not even trying to like that's not true. He did say
It's like
like
straight
a
up
few times.
barbarian sometimes, right?
I think he hates the LGBTQ as well. Like I think he said like if you're gay, like you're against God's plan or some shit like that. Like our job is to procreate or something like that. Like that's I
Mm.
swear I
Yeah, I
saw
remember him
something like
saying
that.
that.
Your mind is so limited if you're just thinking about like procreation and sex. That's all your purpose is for.
Yeah, we'll see how
I
many
don't know
bitches
much
he
about
gets.
Andrew Tate. I honestly do not care because if he's like all this and above, like why should I even put energy into it?
You shouldn't. You absolutely shouldn't. I just happened to like no. I just happened to have like dived down the rabbit hole just a little bit. I like what I just told you is like the tip of the iceberg. Like there's a whole ass glacier down there. I did. It is he's done so much shit that I'm sure because he's rich he's gotten away with. Like it's so sad.
Yeah,
But
I've
Good God.
only deep dived for the purpose of like telling all the women that I do know, which isn't many, but like the handful, like, hey, look out for all these Andrew Tate fucking fans. Like there are so many girls that are coming forward saying like, oh yeah, I'll start talking to this guy and then he'll mention Andrew Tate and I have to stop talking to him because that's concerning. Because if he follows Andrew Tate, then he's going to use those ideals on me, you know?
like yeah, it's like hibbity
Yeah.
hoppity women are property. Like it's fucking ridiculous.
Thanks.
God.
Like I love to say it because it's funny just to say, but like I don't believe it. Like this guy just
It's
full
just
ass
so
believes
outlandish
it.
that it could be comical.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
so we have I'll say this, I'll just like save their name, but we have a coworker and I was talking to him about it and he was saying like, "Oh, I've been following that goofy goober for so long. Like I knew about him prior to like this uprise of trend and I've always thought he just said the most outlandish fucking shit." Like Alyssa, I'm pretty sure I didn't know that's why he blew up, but that actually makes a lot of sense. I thought he like started that when he blew up, but that makes sense as to like why he blew up. It's
Mhm.
just like, how do you look at that situation and go, yeah, this is pretty smart. This is a pretty smart investment. Like, what the fuck? Ugh. And then
Mhm.
like I always see this like clip of a guy going like, "You guys are just mad because Andrew Tate's trying to bring back strong masculinity." I'm like, what? Like, does that
Well,
even mean?
I can somewhat adhere to that, not at a certain fucking extreme level, like treating women as property, but there has been a subtle decline of masculinity going around, just media in general,
I
which I
feel
just kind of
like
feel like, why?
okay.
Like, I think femininity and masculinity should be treated as equal fucking, like, strengths that we can adhere to building a fucking better society. But right
Yeah.
now, it's just kind of pushing it a little bit away, which is a bit concerning, which I find very, like, charming for people just to, what you call it? Mm, not fulfill their, like, femininity or masculine duties, but just, like, there's a lot to, like, build off of that. And that's how you build great children. If you both have like a feminine side and a masculine side, like a mother and a father just like bring into the children, they learn a lot from each side. So, and I wonder how the society is, which is like, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit buzzed and I might just go a little bit off the deep end. But you're right, Hector. This is too much. I will stick to one for next time. But um, I just I feel as though they're both two very important sides that we should not ignore. Femininity and masculinity both get shit done, not one just like conquering over the other.
Yeah.
So to that extent, sure, masculinity is getting pushed a little bit and being in the rear view fucking mirror, and you know, but I think we should just be together.
I think I agree with that. I also think that like in this day and age in our generation, like those two terms are like so vague at this point. Like with everyone like kind of like just treating their lives the way that they want to treat their lives. Like I feel like masculinity has like declined because the term masculinity kind of means like strong man, work for family, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it should be more of like a moral thing. Like hey, you done treat your significant other like a goddamn king or queen, like or it doesn't like I don't know. I feel like it's the only reason it's been declining is because we care so much less about like the gender role kind of shit. I agree with like teaching your kids like the right morals, like respect everyone's decisions and all that good stuff, but I feel like the terms are kind of just like losing their value. Like I feel like we can like make something up instead that just like teaches a little bit like just have a firmer grasp on how you should treat people or like handle yourself even like you're gonna be sad sometimes everyone I swear to god I'm not a single person I've ever met has not said at least once that they're depressed. Like I swear to fucking god it's so sad.
Yeah, I think Gen Z is just trying to be better than boomers at this point. And
Yeah.
we don't I think we care more about memes and trying to make fun of the shitty world that has been created for us.
Yeah.
You know?
We ought to fix that while we're at it, but yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
But she has a point. Like we were trying to like kind of deflect our own pain through memes and jokes, and that's how kind of memes just started.
Oh, absolutely.
Um,
I think well millennials started memes, but they were garbage.
The fucking baby with
The
the
babe
fistful of
that is the
stamps.
first one I thought of, and then there's the Velociraptor. There's the
Megusta.
well, yeah. I mean, that's a
Mhm.
bit that's boomer humor for sure. But like now, it's just like, haha, like the queen's dead. Haha, look at this bitch. You know, like yikes, this girl, this poor old
Haha,
woman's been
Trisha
office for
baby.
yeah, like that kind of shit, or just like memes about riots or memes about like other political stuff. It's just way of deflection.
Yeah, I mean like I mean it's is it really though like back in the day like the boomers used to make like well they still do and I still see them sometimes but it's like political comics like it's just like who are you voting for Garfield like shit like that like and it's just annoying like I feel like if I'm gonna laugh at something it's gonna be like a deep fried picture of bread labeled E like it
Yeah.
that's literally hilarious. I don't
What?
know.
I don't get it.
And you fucking wouldn't. Who does? It's just stupid, and that's what makes it fun. like I feel like this generation is taking a lot of things so much less seriously. Like as far as like the LGBTQ, like we are taking that so much better than our fucking predecessors. Holy fuck.
Mhm.
Up here in Washington, I have met so many people of that community, and it is so crazy to see like how like involved they are with that. Like there's just this whole ass state, and like I want to at least say the top of Oregon is very heavily uh
Portland's weird.
LGBTQ. Portland's
Mhm.
freaky. And I'm
Yeah.
not like I'm not
Oh god, Portland.
yeah, Portland sucks, but like I mean at
Portland's
least
got like so fucking far off. Like I don't know what it is, but just all I hear is homeless. All I hear is fucking needles on the street,
Yeah.
piss, fucking all this crazy crap.
Their
Yeah.
slogan is "Keep Portland Weird."
yeah, also I mean at least there's gays. Like that's fine. Like at least they're happy. I mean like that's what I'm saying though. Like our generation, like I mean, yeah, there's a few fucking screwballs for sure, but like I'm really happy with like how much more accepting we are of a lot of different things. Had you told like someone in the 80s like, "Hey, I don't really want to identify as a male anymore." They'd be like, "The fuck are you on
That was
about?"
not
Like
even a concept. They
that
had
was
no
not
freedom
they
of doing
had
so.
seriously and like and now our generation is like me personally I think it's interesting. I don't I like me myself obviously I wouldn't do something like that, so I can't really like relate to it, but I also like I'm okay with it because at the end of the day it's not me. Like why would I care? Like you want to be a dude, be a dude, that's fine. Like why that doesn't affect me at all. And like people act like
Right.
it does. Like, why would that affect you?
I've been seeing a lot of the opposite. It's more just like a lot of pushing it towards people. Like honestly, I don't care what you go by. I don't care what you identify as. It's just there should be a limit to how much you should push and how much like perceived hate you have on people being like, you're a bigot because you do this. It's like we really don't care, and we're just bothered by how much you're just pushing it on people. It's just like be who you're gonna be and do what you're gonna do. Just don't kind of like
Yeah, I also
don't preach
do.
to anyone.
I also do feel like there are people in the community that like not force, but like act like you should have already known like what like their pronouns might be. Like, of course, people are gonna make assumptions. Like, that's just fucking human nature. Like, if you correct them, then they're gonna apologize and say, "Sorry, so and so." Like, you know, unless they're assholes, like then you just have a problem. But like that's usually not a problem. Like I have corrected myself with someone whose pronouns are he him like 8 times and apologized every time. Like I've just now getting it down. Like it's I really like I really like I just I why would I care, you know? Like it's them, it's not me. It doesn't affect me. I still think they're a cool person. They're the same person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But enough of hating on that woman guy. Let's
Oh, you're
hate
so.
on the twerking green bitch.
Oh,
Right, Kelly?
Alyssa,
Green mommy.
I did ask you on how you felt. Did you brush up on She-Hulk at all?
Oh, I watched it a little bit. I'd only seen 3 episodes. I don't know how many episodes are out now.
I think 4.
Hmm.
5th one's gonna come out day after tomorrow, Thursday. Yep.
Thursday. I like it. I just don't like how little of actual story is in. I feel like the episodes are really short.
Mm-hmm. They are
But
very short.
at first I think I was a little annoyed at how feminist like it seemed, but also I feel like you don't see enough of that represented in MCU in general. And so I kind of appreciate it.
Like a little bit more nuance for it.
Yeah.
Is it
I
like
can agree to an
Mhm.
extent. Like different people experience different things, but the MCU kind of lives in like 4 different worlds or something. There's one where everyone's included in everything. There's nothing happening where it's like racist or sexist, and then you get like white people are all the problem, and they get like, oh, it's the men that are the problem. It's like, which world are we living in? So I'm not too sure what their kind of directions are going towards for that, but to an extent, I think She-Hulk can be right with that stuff. I think it's sort of petty for her to like worry about these little tiny things, even though there's like mass murderers going around in that universe. There's fucking aliens coming down and fucking destroying shit, and it just seems a bit like minuscule for her to worry about, like, say, catcalling or fucking like over incompetent men, which they don't really take seriously. Her and her friend just be like, fuck that guy, who cares? Which is good, just brush it off. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Like, he's a cartoonish version of what toxic masculinity is anyway. So, like, why are we even talking about it?
Yeah.
But I absolutely love when she's fucking She-Hulk. I don't really like when she's Jennifer Walters, because I'm just like, who cares? When she's She-Hulk, she's giddy, she's happy, she's fucking like she's having fun, which I am so excited for. And she's like sexy too. Like, if you saw episode 4, she's going on dates, she's like flirting with guys. I'm like, I fucking absolutely love that. That's what I was waiting for. And then I saw a trailer of like the mid-season, and she was just like smiling and happy, and she was doing crazy cool fun shit with Titanium. Like, that is so cool. That's the She-Hulk I've been fucking missing.
So is it like a tolerable kind of feminism? Like, is it like an in your face? I've said it on the podcast, especially before. Like, I appreciate representation, but not when it feels like it's being forced down my throat. You know what I mean? Like, if it like flows well, then I'm chilling. If it's like Brie Larson shit, I'm not chilling. Like, is it like Brie Larson shit?
Alyssa, what would you think?
So I think at one point specifically, she said when she's talking to Hulk, trying to figure out how to like contain her She-Hulk that she had just, acquired becoming. She's all like, yeah, you're saying that it's handling your emotions, but women have to do that on a daily basis. Like, I have to handle my aggression. And I didn't really care for that because it's like,
It's implying that men don't.
yeah, it's implying that like men don't, and that women have all these emotional problems that we have to deal with all the time, It's like, I don't know. It felt very catered to women, and I feel like it doesn't need to be.
It's like very one-sided or something.
Yeah.
Like, look who she's telling that to. Fucking poor Bruce Banner? Bruce Banner?
Yeah.
He survived a suicide, and he didn't want to live. He fucking went through the whole thing thinking he was a monster, going through all that social things, and probably inadvertently killed a lot of people. And like, he lost a bunch of people on the way there. He lost Betty. He lost Natasha. So like, what the fuck is this girl? This like white collar woman living in LA telling him to fucking like, you're the problem. Like, I know all my shit. Like, I'm better than you. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Who the hell are you talking to?
Like,
Or people like
it's
shit talking
literally an
Tony
Avenger.
Stark the same fucking way in the comics. Like, this guy built from the ground up. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Talking about like his like he's obligated to helping these people, but it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway,
Yeah, seriously. Like, he was
I'm
just
just-
smart enough to
sorry.
figure out a different way of doing it. Continue.
But yeah, I'm super excited for She-Hulk. I can't wait for her to flirt with all the other characters like Wolverine or Hercules. I think she fucked both, and then she fucked Juggernaut.
You think
That's-
they're gonna
I think that's
like
all I know
put
right
that
now.
in the show
They're,
though?
they're just gonna fuck. She's just gonna fuck like 4 different people.
Probably not fuck, but just flirt. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm
I guess
gassy.
if it's Hugh Jackman, like that's totally fine. Yeah.
I think they'd have to recast Wolverine.
I think
Don't.
that's right.
Oh, please
Yeah,
don't re.
this one.
It's
Hugh
so-
Jackman,
It's like
it's in his
70s.
fucking 50s. Do you think he has like 6 movies ahead of him? No.
6.
They need to recast these fuckers and
no.
sign him down to a contract.
fix
all they gotta do.
no, but like, oh, like it just sucks, you know? Like he's the Wolverine. Like it's hard to like picture literally anyone else as a Wolverine when he fits it so well.
Well, people said the
I
same
think
thing
the
about Tobey
heights-
Maguire.
But then
Yeah,
Tom
Tobey
Holland,
Maguire.
Tom Holland came out. I don't think I've ever once said that Tobey Maguire was absolutely perfect. When those movies came out, was anyone really saying that?
Maybe, I don't know. We were kids.
Well, that was
Like-
the only Spider-Man that we got, and then we were kids when that happened, so we didn't care.
Like
yeah, we haven't even seen a different Wolverine, so we don't know.
even as like a kid, you look at Captain America. Like when Captain America came out, you're like, holy shit, that's Captain America. Like that's like perfect. Like you just look at him, you're like, that's Captain America. You look at Hugh Jackman, that's Wolverine. You look at the Joker, that's not Jared Leto. Like,
Your first Joker was Jared Leto.
no, it wasn't. Heath Ledger is still
Okay.
probably my favorite.
I was like, what the fuck?
No. Heath Ledger was probably still my favorite, but I did actually like Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
I did like his. But like Jared, imagine I was just telling this to Hector and Jesse in an Apex session. I was like, Jared Leto is Morbius and the Joker, right? Yeah. I was like, imagine being 0 for 2. Like, dude is just not built for the fucking big screen.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Charlie Cox is coming back as Daredevil. Plays a bigger role. He gets the new suit in She-Hulk, which
Thank
is
you.
probably incentive for people to finish the fucking show, which I think is bad
not
because
gonna
it's
be-
too much screen time.
Get it. You fucking leave this
What?
Discord call right the fuck now. Dude, he is perfection as Daredevil. He is like actually perfect for the role. I love him so fucking much. But like like you got a point there, like people like wanting to finish She-Hulk for the purpose of Daredevil. It's like the same exact thing as to what happened with Boba Fett.
For fucking sure.
Like it's kind of funny
Hell
like thinking
yeah.
about that. Oh, that's
my
so sad.
gosh. I'm glad my big green lady's back. I'm excited that she's doing all that she did in the comics, which I'm really excited for. I don't know why her hair straightens out when she turns to She-Hulk form, which is weird.
That is kind of weird.
I kind of like what Tatiana Maslany is doing with the character, the actress. She's
I've-
giving like a little bit more depth, which is cool. That's just based on her acting still, which is really good. She's just like you kind of take her word for it for like being a woman herself and like being intrigued with this character that you kind of like this is believable that what She-Hulk would actually do, which is cool. I like that.
So I have
Yeah.
a couple a question about She-Hulk. So I haven't seen it at all, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they explain it in the show. Like, should I just watch the show? But why is she like? She's not a Hulk, like Bruce was. Like the Hulk was a different personality. She's like herself, just big, green, and strong.
hmm
Did they explain that?
They
Is that
do, but originally She-Hulk had like a bunch of fucking depth in the comics because she was actually testimonying against these mobsters that killed her mom, and that's what helped her. That's what like intrigued her to be a lawyer to defend against people who can't defend themselves through mobs and stuff like that. And the mobs shot her because they were like testifying she was doing that. And Bruce had to do a blood transfusion, which gave out a little tiny bit of blood for her. That's why she turned into She-Hulk. But in the show, his blood is way more potent. So a couple drops landed in her cut in her arm, through his like forehead into her arm, and that she just full blown turned to Hulk. That was a bit sloppy, but that's what happened.
Interesting. I imagine she was not happy about that. But I mean, she can like transform whenever she wants, though. Like it's not like is it in response or something? Like if she gets pissed, does she turn into She-Hulk?
Yes.
Okay.
Right at that argument when she was making to Bruce, like, and I was doing this, and I was better than you, and she turned to She-Hulk while she was doing it. so her argument was flawed. But then she transferred back into Gen form.
Oh no.
I would say skip episode 1, go straight to maybe 2. I forgot what was in 2, but the rest is really fun. Madison Wong is there.
Wong.
Of fucking course
Johnny
Wong is there. What movie is he not in at this point? Or TV show rather.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
Jen is his lawyer because this guy named
Oh.
Donnie Blaze stole a sling ring and just using the magic wrong, so he wants to sue him.
Can
The
we just talk about, so we're kind of moving into, what do you call it, D3?
D23.
D23.
That is
D3.
yeah.
Why is Bucky on the Thunderbolts? I watched it. I have this guy on TikTok I follow who like was like really anticipating Thunderbolts, but now he's kind of let down because the entirety of the team is just Ghost and like 5 super soldiers. So
You can argue that Taskmaster is not a super soldier. Also, Yelena. They're just jock characters. A lot of them, I guess that's the whole movie. They're just beat 'em up characters.
yeah, like they're just straight hands though. Like that, I feel like that's gonna be like really
So-
boring. Plus Bucky, why is Bucky there? That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't really make too much sense. Like, why would Sam let him go into this giant mercenary superhero group, then like tag along with him, unless that's his own
Plus, like
decision?
U.S. agent, I think his name is,
Mhm.
right? Like, why would he join a team with fucking him? He hates him. With good reason. Like, why would he join that fucking team? He has
be
no
frank-
reason.
Like, he's probably gonna like join in, and it's like, this guy. I already told you about this before, but for the sake of the viewers, it's more like, why am I working with this guy? I hate this guy. He stole my friend's fucking legacy, blah blah. So this is probably gonna end up being like that, and they slowly start getting used to each other. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't want to get used to the like. I don't like him.
But Yelena and Bucky, people are speculating that they might be a couple. Because in the comics, Natasha and Bucky were a thing. So maybe Yelena and Bucky.
What?
Mm. Do we have any like gay female characters in the MCU currently?
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie is gay. Correct. Never mind. Also, I still haven't seen Love and Thunder. I need to watch Love and Thunder.
It's on Disney Plus right now.
It is indeed. You know what? After
I would
this, I'm
skip
gonna.
it.
Fuck you. I'm gonna
Skip it.
enjoy. I'm gonna enjoy it, and I know I am.
Yeah, I watched it
I
the
don't
other
think
day,
you'll enjoy
Kelly.
it. How'd you
It
like
was-
it?
I don't think it's as bad as you're saying, but I do have some critique notes. for
There are
sure.
some issues with it for sure, but it just
I definitely got bored within the first 10 minutes and went on TikTok while having it on in the background for the rest of the movie.
This
And only
is, like,
tuned in to the
blasphemy.
exciting parts.
we need to do a whole episode on fucking
Were
Love
there
and Thunder. I
exciting
got so
parts?
much issues.
I mean, not really exciting parts, more so like, oh, that was
Just
funny
more
what they just
passages.
said. And then I paid attention a little more. And then I'm like, okay, TikTok.
But there's a couple parts. Yeah, we'll talk about it more after you watch it.
Okay. What was the other thing I want to talk about? Secret Invasion was another thing.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Mhm.
one, they
I
announced
don't
like
feel it.
2 new Avengers movies, I think, and then like I think the last Avengers movie was Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So does Secret Invasion, is that like tied in, I'm assuming?
For sure.
Oh boy.
Something to do with scrolls. I think it was all one big comic.
Aren't the Skrulls the good guys though, from what we know?
From the comics, they're bad guys, but then they kind of whitewashed them into being good guys in Captain Marvel.
But like, why would it be in a fucking invasion then? Like, I saw a poster where it's like the original Avengers, but they're Skrulls, and it's like, oh,
They'll have an explanation for it, I'm sure.
I know. So while very strongly disagree that I'm gonna hate Thor: Love and Thunder, I also feel like I also feel like this is an example of the franchise maybe starting to drag on a little bit too long. Like
Yeah,
I can
Or a
only
good
be
lack of
so
direction.
hyped. Yeah, like now that the Avengers are gone, like it just like the only thing I'm looking forward to is Guardians 3. That's that's about it. Like I mean obviously I'm looking forward to Daredevil, but that is like totally separate to that. It'd be cool to see what happens with Captain America now. But I I'm not super hyped about much else. Like Moon Knight was pretty good. I thought that was a fun addition.
I want to see a
Just
new Spider-Man movie.
do
Oh god.
you? Do
Spider-Man's in
you?
purgatory right now. I don't know what they're gonna
Yeah.
do with him.
There's nothing to do with him. You just said the only fucking thing he could do is meet Venom and then team up with Venom against another big bad. It's gonna be like
There's
Batman v Superman, but with Venom.
there's plenty to do for his character. He has a plethora of villains he hasn't even met yet.
Yeah,
It's
but
just a
he
matter of
already
Sony wants
lost
to like lessen
everyone.
their grasp on him. Because he's set to a point to where they don't really need to touch up on him anymore. So
Yeah, exactly. Like he's just Spider-Man now. Like it's weird. Like in Multiverse of Madness, they actually said Spider-Man. I didn't think they were gonna be able to do that. Like they said
oh
the
yeah.
name Spider-Man. They're like, oh yeah, I just helped out Spider-Man. Like what?
Yeah, like, all the bug guys.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something really
I don't
intriguing,
know.
but it wasn't that intriguing if I forgot it.
Yeah, doesn't
It'll
matter.
jog my memory. I'll bring it up. I'll abruptly interrupt you if I have it back in my mind.
Cool beans. Yeah, I don't know though. Like I can't. I really don't know if I can get like super hyped for Marvel movies at this point. Like
Oh,
it's not like I hate like superhero movies. I think Marvel's done amazing thus far. I have no issue. Well, Captain Marvel sucked, but that's I also was one of like a strong believer that didn't super like Black Panther, and I got a lot of fucking hatred for that. And it's like I can see like the work they put into it, and that's appreciated, but like eh, it just wasn't. It was kind of boring. Like, oh no, he took over. He got the Black Panther suit. Oh, it's the gold one. Who fucking guessed that? Like, she had put out two suits, and you already knew that he was gonna fight himself, basically. Like, I don't know.
to be fair, I don't think Captain Marvel is as bad as their messaging as fucking She-Hulk. She-Hulk went off the deep end when it came to their like feminist like perspective. Captain Marvel didn't really do all that. She was just standoffish. The character Brie Larson was everyone that hated. No one liked Brie Larson. Everyone was off the train when it came to Brie Larson. But if she was casted by anyone else, I think everyone would be on board. And now they're doing full damage control. Like she's coming off very friendly. She's coming off very like, yeah, I'm cool, you know, like I'm gonna do all this cool stuff and I'm really friendly with everyone. I'm not gonna be an asshole to anyone. Like and all other stuff that she's doing. So and like plus Brie Larson was asked during the D23 event where she was like, she was asked like, where do you see Captain Marvel in the future? And she's like, I don't know. Do they even want me to play as her anymore?
Damn.
She actually fucking said that in that exact tone. And the guy was like, don't be humble. And she's like, no, I'm serious. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh boy. That's
Second,
I mean, she's
I
addressing it.
yeah, I think she does a good kick in the ass. I don't know what they're going to do with her. Like, she's probably signed a contract for 1 billion more movies, but the damage is already done. Second, I just realized what I forgot. Sam Wilson. I really liked him as Falcon. He had Uzis. He was fucking flying. I loved his color scheme. He was so
Oh
cool.
no.
But then he's like, with a shield now, what the fuck is he gonna do? That's so like awkward to airily like to throw a shield while he's flying. That's just weird. And for it to come back to him,
But it's so fucking cool.
it doesn't.
Captain America Falcon is like genuinely one of my favorite comic book heroes. I always fucking loved it. I don't give a fuck if Bucky didn't become the new Captain America. Bucky didn't want to become the new Captain America. Like he
I
was
agree. I
chilling
think
with the
Sam would have been a
agent.
perfect match for Captain America. He had all the good ideologies and didn't have a fucking bloodbath behind his back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I
And
think
it's something different.
Like
But
I
like,
think Captain
where's his
America.
guns? Where's the fucking like willingness to kill? I think that's just gonna be done when he's Captain America.
I don't think he had a willingness to kill. I think he always like used the rubber bullets. I mean, if he,
Was
yeah,
he
no, I don't think he ever
bullets?
had. I mean, I imagine like I don't think he just went in like guns hot unless he really
He
needed
had
to.
2 fucking Uzis dual wielding. Fucking like, that was
Yeah,
cool.
but who is he shooting at though?
He's shooting at the aliens, which I guess you can say like that. That didn't
Yeah,
really matter.
like
But what was he shooting at in
he was
Civil
shooting
War?
at Bucky at some point. But
in
that's yeah.
Roma's crew, maybe? Did you shoot at them? I think he did.
He shot at Bucky in Winter Soldier. And I don't think he's actually used the guns since. If he has, I imagine that they were not like as lethal as that. I don't really know, like, because he has the Red Wing, I
Red
think it
Wing.
is. Yeah, love that guy. It's like I feel like he's really only used that, and otherwise like use like non-lethal stuff that comes out of his wings. Like, hasn't he done
Shards
like
of metal.
the shards? Yeah, didn't he do the shards?
Yeah, those are totally not lethal. Haha.
Oh, I
Does he
don't
stab
know.
people with the
Like,
wings?
Through his
he
heart. Oh,
cripples
it's
them.
cartoonish, guys. Don't worry.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, have they all really said that they're not willing to kill? Like, even if he doesn't have his fucking Uzis at the end of the day, is what I'm saying. He has a vibranium shield, Red Wing, and fucking metal feathers. Like he can absolutely. He has like plus 20 defense. Like the dude cannot be touched.
Where's the offense?
The offense is still in the defense. That bitch can throw some fucking shards. He can chuck the shield. He's coming in at like
guess.
Mach 2 with the vibranium shield. You don't think that's gonna hurt?
It will, but it's gonna like
Plus,
turn out the same as anyone getting hit with a fucking shield, getting blown back or blown back. The shield bounces up a fucking wall, gets back onto his arm.
I think that his character now as Captain America like works that way because like he's not as hostile. He's trying to like make a difference, like show like that there's a choice to be made maybe. Like cuz like that kind of sounds like what Winter's like or what the show was kind of about. Like he didn't want to call them terrorists because they were just like defending what they wanted to do. They did do some fuck shit, that's for sure. But like he like saw like not the merit but like why they felt like they had to go that far. You know what I mean?
I guess, but where was the energy when they were like fighting the aliens or fighting the fucking people? Like, where were the same energy?
Those
when they
were
fighting against Bucky?
aliens. Those were aliens, buddy. He didn't give a fuck about no aliens.
True, I guess, yeah, but
I don't know.
I don't really remember Winter Soldier all that much.
I remember it word for word.
I don't know if he was going like fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Was he had the same energy going forward with fighting Bucky or all those other mercenaries?
So he did like shoot at Bucky. So like what he did, I remember they were like jumping like helicarrier to helicarrier, and like Bucky like grabbed his wing and like he turned around and tried to shoot him, and like Bucky obviously like just deflected it. And so he like stopped shooting at him and tried to fly away because I think it was just warning shots thinking about it. Like he wasn't actually trying to like hit Bucky. But like he like shot around Bucky, Bucky deflected, and then he tried to fly away, but Bucky like grappled the wing and like literally tore that shit off.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just looked up a thing. I just looked up if Falcon kills people. And in Civil War, someone said, I've seen this movie like 50 times, and I kind of just realized that Falcon pretty much murks like 3 people in the opening scene.
Are you
Manga.
serious?
Which is what I was talking about, yeah. Like
He
Rumlo's
was-
Clue.
Yeah, and he was just willingness to fight with these with all the other superheroes during Civil War, where was the same energy, like being like passionate about this one particular person in Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Like, where did that go? I
I
don't know if
think
he's
it's
like
Maybe he's
growing into
tired.
that, but
he might be
he doesn't
growing
want to
into
fight.
that.
He's like, okay, guys, we need to fucking stop.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
I'd
know.
like to retire.
I'm so speaking of retirement, God, I can go on and on about Hawkeye, but let's okay. Let's just leave it at I love Captain America currently. I think he's so cool. He's genuinely one of my favorite comic book heroes of all time. He's up there for sure. I love him. I will say the next topic that we wanted to do. Ooh. Would you guys like to talk about, since we're just talking about movies in general, we could talk about the new Indiana Jones?
I think it's time to hang up the hat.
Yeah,
We don't
Yeah.
need we don't need a 76-year-old
we don't.
Harrison Ford swinging on a
Is
whip.
Shia LaBeouf coming back?
No, he's being replaced by some other random girl. Time travel is involved.
What?
He is going to time travel back to his younger self. That's going to be CGI.
So every single fan of Indiana Jones is not going to be happy, is what I'm hearing. That sounds.
Wait, is it just called
Why, actually?
Jones 5?
The last Indiana Jones was Crystal Skull, and I don't know what this one would be called.
I think it just
If
says.
this movie's trash, I'm going to slam
Oh, it's
against the wall.
untitled.
I got the whole fucking package right here. I love Indiana Jones.
I feel like
This isn't some cartoony fucking Disney bullshit. It's a straight up like Harrison Ford, or not Harrison Ford, George Lucas and Steven Spielberg teamed together because they were like creating a character that was based off of their childhood like movies and stuff that they grew up on. That's what Indiana Jones is. He's not a fucking time traveler. He's not an alien fighter. He's not fucking doing all this crazy shit when he's 76 years old. So I need to stop.
I also can't imagine that Harrison is on board with it. Like, I imagine they just have him by the balls right now.
Or he has no money.
He also
Look at
could.
Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is like deep at like almost like a little bit younger than Harrison Ford, and he's just like going through shit after shit movie.
Right. I don't know. I'm not really looking
I
forward
think
to that.
Shia LaBeouf is in it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is he controversial now?
Shia LaBeouf?
I mean, he has like a very big controversial past, but the recent controversy was just over what's the Hello My Darling or whatever movie, the one with Harry Styles, and it was just about the producer lying, saying that she kicked Shia off of the movie because she has a no asshole policy, but really he left because whatever other reasons, and like she's just lying about it all.
Oh, like with Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
Like I think the villain is based off of like something Peterson. Forgot his name.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I gotta go for a pee break. Be right back.
Yeah. All right, everyone talk shit on She-Hulk while he's gone.
She-Hulk?
She-Hulk. What? Yeah, actually, you know what? That's a perfect.
I don't know.
That's a perfect little segue.
The green skin mommy filter on TikTok.
Dude, I keep seeing chicks going like, "Ladies, you gotta try these on your titties." I'm like, I want to see it on your titties. Like, that's. I don't know what it is. Like, it's actually drawing me in. I'm like, am I into this? Why am I into this?
Am I into ogres? What?
Like Shrek ladies? Like what? I don't know. Alyssa, you spit. I'm just gonna say this other story for the podcast while Kelly's gone. This morning I wake up to, I already told you this, Alyssa. This morning I wake up to a text from Hector. It goes, what, you didn't send me a picture of my print? For preface. Or for context, Hector printed something on my 3D printer. And I said, fuck you, spit. And he said, give me back your mac and cheese. Or give me back the mac. Or some shit like that. Because he bought me mac and cheese
the day before.
Yep. So playfully, I come into work with this print. I walk to the back where he is. and I fake spit, which I guess I actually spit. I didn't feel anything come out of my mouth, but I fake spit, and he was not happy about that.
On my face, like a whole 3 inches from my fucking face.
He
I-
fakes-
What made you think that would be okay?
I fake spit. I went like.
What makes you think that would be okay?
What makes you think hosing me down was fine? And he said,
Because
and
it pissed
appropriate
me
response.
off.
I brought it up again later on, and he goes, "Yeah, that was actually the best option for you. The other option was a punch in 3 different places."
I wanted to punch you in the fucking face.
Yeah, that's gross.
Oh my god.
I fake spit
pissed me
like he
off.
was like right here. I go "Hut, puh." Like
Well,
I
why do you
didn't
open
s-
your mouth so much when you fake spit? That just allows
Hut,
things to leave.
"Hut,
Don't do that. Why would you want to do that anyways?
Cause I was trying to be funny and you took it bad.
In what way is that funny?
Because I spit on you through text.
Why?
Because it's funny.
I didn't do shit.
You were, I don't know. It's
Ugh.
That's
Anyway,
a
yeah.
really green tree over there.
it's a really green tree. Enough of India, I guess. Can I talk about my Assassin's Creed games?
One was rated adult only because of real gambling or something like that.
I don't know, gambling.
Oh no, the fuck?
I don't know. I just saw like a little thumbnail that described it, and that was it.
That's really weird. Anyway, looking forward to Code Red. That's gonna be fucking awesome. Ever since Assassin's Creed came out, I've always wanted a Japanese version. Code Jade is supposed to be the mobile version that's in China, which I think is actually really funny. Like if you think
You
of,
lost
like
Fan Mobile.
so they have released an Assassin's Creed on mobile before. I think it was the first, like they re-released the first Assassin's Creed on mobile before, and it actually did not look bad. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I mean, I can't imagine it's gonna be super amazing, like something I need to play at all times to figure out the story, but it might be. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I have an iPad. I wouldn't mind playing on the iPad. If they released it on the Switch, I'd play it on the Switch.
Console ports I can give credit to, but just mobile games?
Yeah,
I don't want to play a mobile game.
yeah, that's fair.
Like,
That's
I'm not
cool.
really turned on to Assassin's Creed as it is, so why would I want to play a mobile game?
So this is where I'm headed with that. Assassin's Creed Mirage and Assassin's Creed Code Red both look like the OG Assassin's Creed way, which is what I fucking love. God, I was so fucking exhausted with the long, boring fucking fights. The complete lack of stealth. There was no fucking stealth in the game at that point. Like-
RPG elements.
Oh my god, seriously, they were trying to be like Elden Ring. Like it didn't work. And
I think Mirage looks cool.
Yeah.
It was in a Middle Eastern setting.
Yes.
That looks cool. I like his hood. I like all the fucking shit that comes with it. I gotta look at it.
It feels like it feels like we're going back to our roots, which is what I care about because it's what I fell in love with. It's why it's my favorite game series. And everyone shits on it because of Odyssey, because of Origins, because of fucking
Oh,
Valhalla. All 3 of those were so dumb. But the last good one was Syndicate. And I loved Syndicate. I loved Unity. Everyone hated Unity for some reason. I don't know why. I loved Unity.
The French one?
Yeah.
Wasn't that buggy beyond comprehension?
I actually never once experienced a bug in that game. I don't know what they were doing, but yeah, it did have like a few bugs where like during cutscenes it would just be eyeballs and teeth speaking with you.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
just a little thing, yeah. Not
Yeah, just-
game breaking
yeah, no-
experience at all.
Yeah, I know. Like you were talking to the queen and she was just eyes and teeth, you know, it's whatever. But But I mean, I also really like Unity because of this whole thing that when the Notre Dame was on fire, they actually used the game file of the Notre Dame in Assassin's Creed Unity to help rebuild the Notre Dame,
Oh,
which I thought
so
was
there's
like
use
really
for
cool.
that game anyway.
Yeah. Fuck you for that, but yeah. It was really good. I loved the game. And I didn't so when they introduced like ship travel, they had it in Assassin's Creed 3, but they like the entirety of Assassin's Creed 4 was basically ship travel. And
Mhm.
I took it for granted. I remember not wanting to finish Black Flag because I was just like turned off by that. I was like, why am I sailing the fucking ocean as an assassin? But the more I did it, the more I was like, damn, this is pretty fucking fun. Like, and they just ruin it in like every iteration after that. It's so boring. Like, and now
What's
that what's up?
um what's the one that has like a sort of native aspect to it?
That's Assassin's
3.
Creed 3.
True. Okay.
Connor Kenway, one of my favorite. I think I like his suit the most. Everyone says Ezio, and I don't blame him. Ezio's is pretty fucking great from Brotherhood, but I really like Connor's.
How many are there?
Like main
Character
character
or different?
assassins or what?
Just games.
1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, Liberations, um, Rogue, Unity, Syndicate, Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, and
Black Flag.
Black Flag. I don't know how I skipped Black Flag. Black Flag. Uh, duh, 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 duh. There's other DLCs and like I
Let's
think
not
other
count
like
DLC. There's way too many to count.
there's also like side scroller kind of platform Assassin's Creed games, but I'm not gonna count those. So a total of technically 8, I think.
You just counted
You
13.
counted 13.
Oh, 13. I'm stupid. Yeah, I just saw the 3 and I was like 3 plus 5. Yeah, no, 13.
So there's 13 and they're making 4 more.
Yes. So the thing about Assassin's
It's
Creed
like
right
Final
now is
Fantasy.
like,
Oh my god.
speaking of Final Fantasy, did you know that in Assassin's Creed Origins, for some fucking reason, there is a Final Fantasy collaboration? You actually get one of their fucking swords, and that's what I used for my entire playthrough.
Oh,
Which made no sense. I was looking up why it was there, and I never got an answer, so that was kind of
Hmm.
fun. But anyway, yeah, no,
well, isn't the whole experience like a computer simulation in canon? So they could be like what was it? Is it the Templars doing all the computer simulation?
Uh, yes, sorta. Yeah, it's Abstergo, which is like the new face of the Templars, basically. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, they can just like we gotta merch and we gotta sell it.
Yeah. I mean, so the reason why I feel like releasing 4 of them isn't really that bad is because right now the story is kind of fucking up in the air. Like, back when they released Rogue and Unity at the same time, you had to play Rogue in order to play Unity because that was the prequel of Unity, which is really fucking interesting. Like
You had to.
As soon as Rogue ends, Unity starts. That's like been the first time that's ever fucking happened actually.
Hmm.
Yeah. But like the reason
So
why
it's like,
really
sorry, is Mirage like a soft reboot then? Just because they're like, what's the difference?
so I haven't played Valhalla because I just got so tired of the playstyle. I haven't even finished Odyssey. I'm kind of close. But like from what I know, like, you know, back in Assassin's Creed 3, the main character had seemingly died and we haven't seen anything of him since. But I mean, like, we're kind of just like hoping that he comes back somehow because right now it's just been like a collection of nameless faces or it's been at least in Odyssey, this random chick that kind of came out of fucking nowhere that was an Abstergo agent and is now on the side of the assassins. So
Is being an assassin a good thing? Last time I checked, they're pretty bad people.
So, the Creed is like work in the dark to serve the light. It's basically like the Templars want all the pieces of Eden so that they can basically like rule the world. And the only way you can find these pieces of Eden are like through the memories of the assassins that had encountered them. So people who are unknowingly related to an assassin that had encountered a piece of Eden is what Abstergo is like looking for in order to like figure out where these pieces are.
Oof.
Yeah, I love the game. I think it's so fucking like the story is so fucking insane. Like there's Celestials, there's the pieces of Eden, there's the fucking stealth aspect. The all the fucking suits look so cool. And I can't say it enough. I love the games. It's just it better be the games this time, man. It was not Assassin's Creed for 3 of those games. Origins of all fucking games didn't really feel like Assassin's Creed. Like, what was that?
And to be honest, I kind of liked Liberations. I'm a bit biased because I like the female protagonists, but I had a lot of fun with it. I had it on my PS Vita, and that's the only reason why I got a PS Vita. That and Tearaway. That was it.
I would
And
love
I never
to
played
have-
that shit ever again.
I would love to have had a Vita. I always thought that was a cool thing. But enough
Yeah.
of me going on and on about how much I love this idea. Is there anything else that anyone would like to say? Oh boy.
Oh, Colin.
Anything else?
We actually went through all of them.
Did we actually?
Pretty much, except for 2.
Perfect timing.
Oh, except for 2 of them. Yeah, we can talk about those next time though.
Yeah, next episode.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you guys for listening to this episode. I promise we'll try to get something down. I said that last time too, but we'll fucking see how it goes. See you guys in the next one. I don't have anything else to say. Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye.